Hi, I'm Paul Malcolm, the Primary Science Development Officer for Argyll and Bute. This case study will share some evidence from two schools in Mull who have been developing their approach to interdisciplinary learning, bringing learning to life for their pupils through effective partnerships and contextual learning. To set the context, I'd like to share a quick bit about Scotland's curriculum framework and also the background to this approach to interdisciplinary learning. Why we educate is to create rich opportunities for our learners to become successful learners, confident individuals, effective contributors, and responsible citizens in an impactful and engaging way. We do this through the four contexts for learning, one of which is effective interdisciplinary learning, not simply having a topic as a headline and teaching across different curricular areas, but providing the opportunity for learners to bring their knowledge and skills from across the curriculum together to use them to achieve a project, goal, or enterprise. There are a lot of moving parts that enable practitioners to do this, not least of all engaging with meaningful learning networks, capitalising on partnerships, connections with industry, and sharing great practice with other practitioners and organisations. Informed by collaboration with Education Scotland and the Raise network while in post, a roadmap framework for planning interdisciplinary learning has been developed in Argyll and Bute, putting local context at the centre of planning. This is an interactive cycle allowing for pupil voice and choice, moving back and forth with practitioner planning throughout. The planning process starts with staff having a closer look at their context, getting out there, taking pictures and exploring, and then creating a map and viewing this through various lenses to identify opportunities for STEM, links to themes of sustainability, and where there may be partnerships that haven't already been explored. I undertook this process with the staff from Ulva and Loch Donhead primaries, and while in discussion afterwards, we realised that there were a number of links to the seaweed industry across the staff, from both farming to even chutney production. We decided this would make a great focus for the project. We came up with a simple big question, is seaweed useful? And then took this to the pupils. Discussions around this question were had in both schools, with the pupils creating a wonderful bank of provocative questions they wanted to explore. We then used these questions to plan, fitting in with the existing framework in the school, selecting appropriate experiences and outcomes from the science, technology, and social studies, and also identifying links to the Global Sustainable Development Goals. An existing approach used by the schools is also to engage with parents, getting their ideas and potential input, which is both valuable and extremely inclusive, and a wonderful way of putting the school at the centre of the community. This project has also been supported by invaluable inputs from the Scottish Association for Marine Science, the Scottish Seaweed Industry Association, and Horizon Seaweeds. This has greatly aided the vibrancy and relevance of the project, apparent in the rich evidence schools have recorded. There is a vast amount, but I've selected a sample to give you a taste of the broad skills development and learning that's gone on. Pupils have used scientific inquiry skills along with various other curricular areas such as literacy and numeracy being highly evident to explore their local environment, recording data, analysing and then evaluating their findings. The connection with industry and opportunity to interview and speak to professionals has allowed them to understand more about how seaweed is farmed and its practical applications. This is a sample from the interaction with Iskander Bond from Horizon Seaweeds.
Seaweed farming, you guys might have done a bit of studying on. If you don't know much about it, there's two ways to farm it. You can put little tiny spores, the little seeds of the seaweed, onto rope, twine, and put that out to sea on other ropes, or you can seed it using this sort of off custard looking binder stuff. You can put the little seeds in there and put that onto ropes. And seaweed farming.
Parents have also contributed to various workshops and learning experiences, again bringing different skills together to explore seaweed's place in the bigger picture of Scotland's biodiversity. UHI STEM outreach practitioner Mia Leng has engaged with both schools, sharing her wonderful knowledge and delivering hands-on practical experiences, again creating further depth to the pupils' learning. Pupils have applied their learning, choosing their own direction how they would like to use seaweed. Some of the projects to date have been dyeing fabric and also creating smoothies and scones containing seaweed, the supply of which was sent to both schools from Horizon Seaweed. This project was initially planned for one term but has spanned two and will continue into the new year, with schools visiting the Scottish Association for Marine Science, supported by a travel bursary from the Scottish Seaweed Industry Association. Despite the main focus being the ideal project, this has also seeped across the curriculum, with fabulous work being inspired, such as artwork and poetry. The pupils have also been learning about the names for seaweed in Gaelic with the help of Alistair White. This has been an incredibly impactful project that would not have been possible without effective partnerships being developed, both in the approaches developed through the Raise network and the deliveries supported by the Argyll and Bute STEM network. The last thing I would like to leave you with is a comment from the joint head teacher of both schools, which I think sums up the impact. Thank you very much for listening to this short case study. There will be two more projects similar to this happening in Argyll and Bute in the coming months, and I hope to share those with you on this network also. Thank you.